The reaction. It's night, and a beautiful white wall asks to be graffitied. He doesn't care, he just can't take it anymore. It's a big agency, important, recognized. The message is almost ready. It was hard to notice the guard coming. Hey. This is private property. You're right. Really private. He's crouched down and suddenly gets up, throwing paint on the guard's face, who, disoriented, is at his mercy. He takes his gun and then shoots. Now he's a criminal, but it doesn't matter anymore. Before it started, the battle was already lost. It's dawn, and people appearing on the street notice the body on the ground, the blood, the much-loved violence. But then they also notice the other character in the scene. He is sitting at the top of his stairs. 10 minutes pass, and a police officer appears, accompanied by a psychologist. It was the negotiating class. He sees the two approaching and goes down the stairs, under the watchful eyes of the police. The passivity judgment was premature. A step away from him, the officer is quickly hit by a bullet in the abdomen. His action was so swift that the officers thought he was simply heading towards the two negotiators. It was late now, the officer was in shock, bleeding on the floor, and the psychologist was under his guns, leaving the police helpless. But he still appeared calm, remaining silent, something the doctor doesn't follow. What do you want? Maybe we can help. Shut your mouth. And she shuts up. Trembling, faced with such an ice stone. And so another 30 minutes pass. People already take over the whole street. Agency officials stop to observe the commotion, and finally the press arrives. The first camera he sees, he points. The psychologist retorts that he wants to talk to the media. The cops let the reporters into the circle they've made so they can talk to the subject. Questions pop up, the most absurd and incredible ones imaginable, but he doesn't answer any of them. Then he raises his left hand, silencing everyone, including the reporters, and says to the police, "I've already used 2 bullets. Are you going to expect me to use the other 4? The police officers looked at each other, not quite knowing the meaning of that, and he. To you in the media, nobody is innocent. You will be next. In the end, there will be no one left." He takes 2 steps back and shoots the doctor in the back of the head. Lots of screaming and running around. Nobody expected that, nor the cops. Noticing the insistent hesitation of the police, he shoots one of them, finally provoking a reaction from them, who hit him several times, in several places, finally ending up killing him. Now, on the street, there was only a graffitied wall with a message, an advertising agency building, a crowd of frightened people, a lot of blood and 7 bodies on the ground. People look and notice. It was the element, the officer, the psychologist, 2 policemen and 2 other people hit in the shooting. And then someone says, "Look. The message on the wall." It was the same, all the time, but now the context made it an indisputable truth. Everyone reads it, everyone understands it. The mob gathers and starts attacking the reporters. The cops don't know what to do, shoot everyone. It was like a hunt, people after people, beating and killing with clean hands. Someone says, "The agency." Let's get them too. And everyone starts running to the building. Bodies begin to be thrown through the windows, screams echo outside the building, despair reigns. The police reorganized to try to stop the riot, but they were too late. The police, even armed, are surrounded and slaughtered by the crowd. They capture the TV cameras, which transmit to the whole world, via satellite, what they themselves were doing, showing your reaction. Time. All over the world, the message on the wall reached and provoked general dissatisfaction, followed by reaction after reaction. Everything became a motive for violence. Even these reactions suffered reactions from people who did not agree. The entire planet went to war, not of countries or regions, but of people with people. It was as the message element predicted, nobody is innocent. Those who opposed suffered reactions. And the violence continued. Not the church, governments or pacifists. No one else had the reason or the say. Only one thing was seen and heard in the world, the message and the reaction it caused, the end of human existence on earth. And only then was peace restored.